touching
you
me.
try to catch him.
Right.
Oh, you like it,
I
you
put
know
my
it.
face in
Shut
the
your face.
cage.
You guys can separate a little bit, there's plenty of room. over
He's
there.
touching me. It's fine. It's cold in here.
What happens in the garage
Why don't you
stays
put
in the garage.
Valerie in the middle? She's the coldest. Put her in the middle and you guys keep her warm.
Oh, gee.
We have 2 empty chairs over here.
We're okay. Let her rip.
Okay, I'll start with the fourth item on the list, since if you're just seeing this and you're not aware, Celia is leaving our department. Doesn't like us anymore. You know, so we got to be a replacement. No, I think anybody who has a calling to do something different, I think more power to you. You owe it to yourself to do that, and it's a good thing, I think. So we certainly hate to lose Celia because she's so important to us, but it's the right thing for her to do if that's what she wants. But it gives us an opportunity to rethink how we operate around here. I know Val and I were talking this yesterday, I think it was, that if you look back in life, all the things that happen to you, even the really bad things, sometimes in perspective, they're not bad. They may not be that good, but maybe even spiritual. It's you know, you can see why it happened, and there was a purpose for it being that way. You know, and that's the way with my life. A lot of bad things have happened to me, and lost a lot of good things. And looking back, I can't find too many things that happened that shouldn't have happened. You know, so anyway, that's a philosophical way of looking at it. Anyway. But we made a change last August so that all the drivers were reporting to Celia. And we did that to solve some issues. And maybe by doing that, we also created some issues. So I thought I'd get your guys' feelings on what do you think would work best? The drivers reporting to me or the drivers reporting to that desk over there? I mean, I prefer not to have 12 or 20, we're trying to get 20 drivers reporting to me because it's just more work.
Well,
But whatever
what
works.
are you talking about?
Yeah, what are you talking
Regarding
about?
what?
Be more specific about what? What don't you want us to call you about?
What?
What don't you want us to call you about? Your concerns, what are yours?
Well, I don't have any.
Oh, you don't have it, we can call you? Oh, we'll call you, I vote for you, call you.
Yeah. Well, who do
If
you?
it has to deal with the buses or a vehicle,
Well, then
should
we
be
call
to
Lee.
you or Lee.
Yeah, Lee.
But if it's
Right.
like calling in, it should be to that desk.
Right. Yeah, I think if it has to do with route assignments, driving, it's that person in that desk.
Yeah.
I mean, but as far as a job reporting hierarchy, do you think it would work
Who
better?
manages job performance?
What?
Who manages job performance?
Yeah.
No, I'm just asking. who
Right now I
manages
do.
job?
Right now, she does.
So are you gonna take that then?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking. I'm asking your opinion on what you think would work best.
The reason we implemented it in August was I was just a transportation coordinator, which just meant I did all of the coordinating, the day-to-day operations. I did all the schedules for the drivers, but if they didn't like something, if I did something that they didn't like, they would go to Art because he was their supervisor. So then it just got to be, well, Art was approving days off, and then it was making a hole in our schedule because he was approving, there was too many people off on the same day, that type of thing. And that's why it kind of went to where Art was the supervisor, where Art let go of the reins and had me become the supervisor so that it was more consistent, where if I was telling a driver to do something and they didn't like it, well, you're not my boss, I'm not gonna do it. That's where that came into play.
That's why I think if it has to do with the routes or driving or anything like that, it should go to that desk. Anything else should go to him.
Well, see, where do I fit into this mix then?
You don't.
Art is your supervisor, even though you're classified as a driver, Art is your supervisor, because you're really not a driver, you're just a sub-driver.
Because you're a client.
And you're a client as well, so Art is your supervisor.
Yeah, I had you reporting to me because Celia would be too tough on you. So,
I definitely wouldn't let you call in all the time.
yeah. So anyway, anybody have any thoughts?
So
We
to
bet-
summarize, I think the major responsibilities are, one, job performance, scheduling, taking customer feedback, correct? Is that how Celia, you tell me, you live it.
I mean, there's so much that goes into my job that behind the scenes. You know, it's the census, coordinating with Leah's, like what vehicles, coordinating with the houses when they need vehicles, stuff like that. But as far as supervising the drivers, it is just like, you know, dealing with disciplinary things, dealing with vacations, schedules, that type of
So you're
thing.
more logistics.
And you think also that our that
Plus,
Well,
Well,
I mean, I like your point about like days off, like that can be getting more confusing for somebody who's going to,
I think essentially, like, if the transportation supervisor is not going to be in charge of the drivers, if it goes back to just a transportation coordinator position, I think that it should be, I think they should go to the transportation coordinator with their request, and that the coordinator and Art should talk it over, and ultimately Art would be the one to be like, okay, well, it's approved or no, it's not approved, but
that's good.
it's a lot of,
Yeah,
it's a
that's
lot
good.
of communication between the two
Right.
positions.
That's a good plan.
Okay. All right. If you have any feedback after the meeting, I'm always, my door's always open.
if you had one.
And just so you guys know,
No,
yes,
it wasn't,
I
it was
am.
locked the other day.
Oh, yeah, it was?
Yeah, you locked me out. That's how mad he is at me. He locked me out. No.
TV trail there.
Just so you guys know, even though I'm leaving, technically I'm leaving the department, I'm still going to be here day to day to do what needs to be done until a replacement is found for me, until they figure out what they want to do. So I will still be here doing the schedule, you know, if you guys have questions with routes, that kind of stuff. Even if I'm physically not in the office, I'm still working for St. Cloud. I will still be here in the building. So I've told Art and tell you guys, feel free to call, reach out if you have questions. And we just haven't come up with a schedule yet of what hours I'll be down here or whatever, but until,
But you know when times you gotta be here to take care of what, to get it done for now.
right, yeah, and we'll figure that out. As I'll work, you know, flex my schedule, 20 hours here, 20 hours in rec, or, you know, we'll figure it out until
Or
Art
get
finds
somebody.
my replacement.
Okay.
So for driver work performance, I think that would be a dual responsibility too.
Yeah.
Between your position and Celia's position.
Mhm.
And then the vacations, PTO, whatever, would be, you know, you submit them to Celia. She would be yay or nay, go to you with it.
Mhm.
You know, you'd say, okay, or we have this coverage for this, and this. It's kind of the same chain of command that we had, because you always had, oh, what about this? Remember, we got this, oh, yeah, you know.
Mhm.
So it's always best to have a couple people sign off on that.
Yeah.
But yeah, the whole going to you, and then if you don't like the answer, then go, you know, someone's got to have the final word. Just say, yes, this is the direction we're going, or no, this is the direction we're going.
You want that job?
I think that's hard to, I mean, job performance is hard to have. I don't think it's a dual responsibility. I think people have to report to one person.
Oh, no, they do. What I'm saying is, when it comes to, yeah, no, when it comes to,
What?
when it comes to job performance, it's a dual feedback, but then Art would give the final performance review with that person.
Yeah.
So,
I would see the coordinator as a feedback mechanism
Right.
to our
right, exactly.
versus,
Correct. Right.
because all that.
But you have to have-
Shoving ahead, that's just, yeah, that's not right.
Okay.
Both positions would have say, because Art sees differently, Celia sees things differently, and on the day-to-day, Art sees things, you know, different, you know, are we moving forward, are we, you know, doing this, or, you know, our drivers, where they should be, based on that vision, those kinds of things, so.
Well, is there a form that you fill out for like reviews and stuff? Like, do you have to?
Yeah, I'm working on your review right now, just so you know. It's a yearly thing. They're called MAPS, and basically it's a form set up by St. Cloud, and they give us seven competencies to rate you guys on, and that's done yearly. I've done the last couple by myself, but Art and I, the last few, and I give them to Art to look at before or whatever.
Yeah.
But we do them together most of the time.
Okay, also, I'm always of the opinion there's never a bad idea. Any idea is worth discussing, all right? I had it, I'll answer because it's Carrie. Hey, Carrie. Yeah, I'm in the meeting, in the staff meeting, but you're important. You're more important. Yeah. 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 You see anything under the vehicle? Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. Which one do you have? Okay. All right. We'll figure out what to do and I'll call you back. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, well, you don't want to drive it, right? Yeah, exactly. What time you scheduled to leave there? 1:15? Yeah, okay. Okay, thank you. I'll call you back and let you know what's going on. Okay, bye. And the shuttle carriage driving is a strong smell of gas.
What vehicle?
125?
That just came back.
Oh, that's, the fuel injector, exactly. Because they put an additive in it, and once you put that additive in it to clean all that out and you fill it up, you're gonna have a smell of gas, but we'll take a look at it.
Okay, he doesn't feel comfortable driving it back because of that.
Tell him to
drive
switch
it.
with Lucian.
Have Lucian drive it? Yeah.
Where they at?
They're at the Milwaukee.
Brewer Stadium.
So it must smell enough inside the bus.
Yeah, he says it's strong smell of gasoline inside the cabin, and there's a few drops on the ground underneath. You raise the hood and it smells like gasoline.
So I think maybe then you'll have to give him 139, and Lucian will have to use 108 for route because he doesn't have any wheelchairs. That's because we don't have any extra shuttles, right?
Can we take Padua back? Because they don't use theirs all that much, because we have 68 there. And if they need a wheelchair vehicle, they can grab one
I was
off
gonna
campus.
say, today would be kinda hard for Watertown because they got Jerry and Jerry doesn't do steps very well.
Well, we have to do what we have to do. He can't take 115 because there's not enough for a wheelchair lift, and
Oh, I
Jerry
know that,
does
I'm
the
just-
stairs, so he'll just put him in the front seat. They'll have to help load him.
Yep. That's why I'm just saying it's gonna be a little hard, but
So you think it's okay to drive, Lee? Without,
I mean,
not without looking at it?
yeah, it's hard to say.
Yeah.
This
So-
one just got back from Tolles.
So we get it towed?
Well, we gotta go take a look at it.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
I don't wanna overreact.
I mean,
I
I guess
wouldn't
it's,
tow it if,
Is he with Lucian?
Yeah.
Have Lucian look at it.
Right.
Yeah, he was looking at it. Lucian's one that said it smells like gas when you lift the hood, so.
Yeah, but how bad is it?
Okay.
yeah, that's the.
We'll just, someone will
Well-
have to go look
Yeah.
at it.
Yeah,
I'll go with you.
couldn't somebody
Okay.
just go swap buses with them so we
Yeah.
don't have to tow that one? I can understand you don't have the
Yeah.
clients smelling gas, but
okay, I'll call him back, let him know that.
Can they all fit on the other bus?
Well, they should all be able to.
He
fit on
is.
139, I would think. 139 and
they need
122.
to.
He can wait till after the meeting to leave. huh?
Right.
You know what you're saying.
But if we put 139 has the same, I think it has more seats than 125.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't matter which, it doesn't matter.
Too many people. The whole fit on one.
Hey, Carrie, Lee and Andrew are gonna bring another shuttle out. They're gonna leave after the meeting here. And Lee's gonna look at it and see if he thinks it's okay to drive or not. But anyway, he'll give you another shuttle to use, and if that's okay to drive, he'll bring it back. Okay?
What parking lots?
Okay, yeah.
What parking lot are they? Yount,
Yeah.
Bando.
Yeah, he'll call you on the way and let you know.
What, you wanna
Okay,
ask what
all right.
parking lot? What
Just
parking
a
lot?
second.
What parking lot?
Hey, Carrie? He wants to know what parking lot. Is that what you're getting ready to tell me?
In a ray, just put it on the school.
Yeah.
Sodium spray on it.
Are they on the home base side, first base side, third base side, or the outfield?
Northeast side parking lot?
I don't know, the clear player, you know.
The administration entrance.
Okay. Oh, yeah, there's nothing going on there, right? It's empty? Okay.
Third base side, so that,
Yeah, okay. All right, see you. Bye. It's the northeast side parking lot, there's nothing going on there, so that's all there is.
All right.
Okay.
They're over by the old, whatever that's called, restaurant to be named later.
TGI Friday.
Yeah. Okay, the idea I had that Celia didn't like, that I think, well, every idea is not a bad idea, and was, I think it could work partially. Maybe not the way I had imagined, because she's right, you know. But what that is, when we get med rides, post them on a calendar, and you guys can go pick the ones you want. All right? Let's look at that head shaking, no.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Okay. All right. Well, I told you, no, there's no bad idea. It has to be heard, and you heard it.
The ones that end up at the bottom, Art, you gotta take.
No, no. I'll take my name out of the list.
Oh, there you
I'll
go.
do that. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'd like to somehow figure out a more efficient way, because if we get busy enough, it's going to be a pretty hot seat over there, and I don't want to. I don't want it to be so
The new person quits.
busy that we lose control of it.
You have to have control over it, because if you don't have someone assigning them to it, then things are gonna get missed, people aren't gonna pick up.
Agreed.
It's just,
You're gonna lose your money.
somebody has to be in control of it, of assigning it, who's gonna do what.
I think
I think
he's
too
right.
much would get left behind. It's,
Because if she's doing the scheduling, she has to know, you know,
Who's available when
and all
and-
that other kind of stuff.
Okay.
it's more complex than just somebody picking one, I think.
Oh, okay. Oh, Val, you had a job like that, right? The dispatcher? Did you have anybody reporting to you?
Did I have anybody report to me? Yeah, all the texts,
The techs?
yeah.
What are they?
They're the ones that went out. and-
Drivers? They report to you?
Technicians.
Yeah, the technicians that went out to fix the,
Oh, I see. Okay.
they all did.
Okay. Is it scheduled for this weekend?
No,
And
next weekend,
oh, it's next weekend?
Mhm.
I thought it was this weekend.
next weekend, Carrie's on this weekend.
Oh, it is next weekend. Oh, yeah, next weekend. And he's have a scheduling issue, can't do it. Anybody switch with him? It's not a matter of switching, I guess, since there's only two left, because Mariano's coming back for sure on the 15th. Is it
Yeah, those
all
are
weekend, or is it?
Yes, the
That's
whole
all.
weekend.
I'm leaving for Merrill on Friday morning.
Okay. And you can't come back and do this?
No,
Okay.
that's 250 miles.
Oh, is that all? Okay. Okay.
So there's Friday night, Saturday AM, Bill in the middle of the day, and then PM and all day Sunday that is open that weekend. If anybody wants to pick up any hours. No?
I can maybe do Friday, I've just never done it, so I don't know.
Friday night.
Yeah.
So basically what it is they're
What is
done
that, the
usually about
12?
11. Art would text you
Yeah.
about a half hour before
When are
and
you
say
going,
by your
12?
set will be done. And then you
Yeah,
just come and
that's
grab a
right,
minivan.
Friday's
No.
a
He
lot.
texts you as soon as he hears they'll be done at this time, or they'll be done in 40 minutes or whatever, and then you go.
And just where you drop them
Yeah,
off.
Friday's still
Have you
up
done fire truck
downstairs.
before?
Yeah.
So where you
I
drop
did
them
that
off, you just wait out there and pick them up and then drop them off.
At their houses or whatever.
So it's a reverse of drop off.
Yeah, cause I just had my sister's baby shower Saturday, so I
You
could
wanna do Friday night?
Sure.
Alright. So I have Friday night covered. Any takers for Saturday or Sunday?
I can tell you tomorrow.
Okay,
I won't do both days, but
okay. Well,
Yep.
remember, you're on that med run the following weekend for that whole
I know,
week.
that's why I won't do both days.
What'd you say, you'll do one day?
Yeah, I don't.
She doesn't know.
for sure.
Let you
I
know
gotta-
tomorrow.
I gotta consult with my other.
Yeah, but you don't know which day? Okay. I'll do the other day then. Whatever.
Joanne's gonna do Sunday PM. You're on vacation.
Oh,
That's all right, I'll be here.
I may be able to do
I just think
Saturday.
Monday, Monday.
Celia, maybe you'll do Saturday, let me check it, okay?
Okay, yeah, just let me know.
Sunday, yeah, but Saturday.
okay. Okay, I'll do whatever. Don't feel.
I can ask Pat and Carrie as well.
Yeah, okay. Okay, cats. We're gonna start Monday catching cats, right, Val?
Well, actually,
Friday.
I'm gonna try to get one on Friday for the weekend. I put the cage out way without anything in it, cause that's what it says you should do, is just let them get used to it. So tomorrow, Andrew said, I would like to get one, like in between so it's not in the cage all day, cause it's supposed to be hot,
Yeah,
in between the route, and maybe I can take the one. I'm hoping to get that one mama cat out of here.
yeah.
That
But-
one sickly one needs to go too. That
The
one
black
really
one?
thin black one.
Well, that's what I
He's
wanted.
actually plumped up a little bit, but yeah, he's still really thin and scraggly.
I wanted to, I mean, it's not gonna go that way, but these are the ones you see the most, is the two black ones, and then that tiger one. If
Mhm.
I could get those three, but I just have to get what I get, I guess. And Kramer better not go in there.
You still okay with taking Kramer?
Mm-hmm.
I think
But-
if we get rid of Creamer, we're gonna have an issue.
Oh. Okay,
Yeah, we're not,
I
we're not
was
supposed to get
reading-
rid of the male dominant cat who's
Right.
spayed or neutered, or I mean spayed
Art, I
or
was
neutered or
reading
whatever.
up on that, and
So,
whoever, that Becky Weber, she's got it wrong. Because if you, another cat, a whole mess of other cats will move in. Even if we're not feeding these,
They
Another-
come, they come every winter, it's. in the
It's
winter.
inevitable.
Yeah, it doesn't
and when you
matter.
don't have,
But listen, let her
that's what
finish.
all the,
Let her finish what she's trying
that's
to
what
say.
all the experts are saying, is that if you like take Kramer out of there, cause even I was looking to take those 3 cats someplace, but that's really frowned upon. You're supposed to return them right where you found them. So, I was gonna, copy off the article that I was reading and give it to Ted and.
Well, good morning,
maybe
sister.
Make a call, because you got 2 different people saying 2 completely different things upstairs.
Okay, would you send me a link to
Yeah.
something and that's definitive, and then I'll give it to him.
Okay. But anyway, I'm gonna start to try, I wish I would get one, cause I just didn't wanna have like a trap out there during this special weekend, you know?
Right, right,
So, I'm worried, I just wanna at least try to get one for tomorrow.
right, okay.
I mean, Friday, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I said Thursday.
Okay, you know, some drivers have been clocking in more than 30 minutes before the route, and you shouldn't do that. 30 minutes is enough time to do whatever you gotta do to get ready and get your route going. So please don't clock in more than 30 minutes before your route. The staff meeting screen has been changed. See if I can get to that real quick here. Oh, here we go. How do we get that? Oh, yeah, drive around. Dash history. What it does now is, if there is nothing there, no video, no audio, it just doesn't show an icon. I should have done that to start with, but I didn't think of it until later, so. That's the way I do software. I just create a bunch of junk and then, oh, okay, I'll change it. Keep changing it until it's better. And I think this is okay now. If there's a agenda there, there'll be a little PDF icon. If there's a video, then there's a little camera. If there's audio, there'll be audio. So that's how I changed it. Testing routes. You guys created some routes just to test the software with, and Celia entered them through the MedTrip, so that they're in the test system. And that's a link to get into the test system. This SC
I thought I
train.
tried it. Was that with you? I was like, I can't get in here. I was gonna try it the very last week when you said that.
It wouldn't let you get in there.
I don't think that day it would, no.
Oh, it shouldn't be any reason why you can't get in there.
Okay, well, I'll look again.
Yeah, if you have any trouble getting in there, let me know and I'll look at why. But it's a copy of the production database. Everything should be fine as far as you getting in there. But that's a link to get there, and look in the calendar. You'll find some routes with your name on them, and just run them. And also pull up the contract agreement and sign it with your finger. So get practice doing that. And then after it's done, let me know, and well, let Celia know, and she can pay the charge, and then I'll check the data, see if it's right.
139 or 130, because 130 is right up here.
Well, 139,
For 130 again, we do get Jerry, Beast to get up.
he'll have to go into the front seat, because that is the only route that can use a transit. Everybody else has you. You don't have Vinny today.
No, I
David.
don't have it, but I have Tao.
Oh, yeah, that won't work. Yeah, Watertown is the only route that we can use.
Well, 130 is right here now.
130.
Technically, if all else fails, she can transfer to Licia.
I know, but 130 is used for Palmyra, and you have to have a wheelchair for Palmyra, because McKenna's here this week. Watertown is the only one that you can get away with not using a lift, a wheelchair lift. We don't have an
She's
option.
130.
We'll have to use 108,
One-way transit.
I'll
Yeah.
get that, Mary.
and then just put Jerry in the front.
So drop that back there from St. Andrews.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Put Jerry in the front. Yeah, because that's the only route that doesn't have a wheelchair in it.
Yeah, I was saying it would be just as hard to get Mary
Oh,
up.
we don't, because you took 117.
Oh, yeah, 117 because of Padua.
102 is gone.
102.
Why don't we pull 68 from Padua?
Because every house has to have a vehicle, we
Yeah,
can't
it's-
pull.
that's not a- yeah, it's not
We
a-
got in trouble for that before, every house has to have a vehicle.
Can we get 152? Since they
No,
don't really use it?
no, it doesn't.
It has no muffler.
Yeah, it does, I put it back on.
Yeah, you'll put it back on.
But there's something
Actually,
else on.
52 is in better shape than 68. 68's got 3 cross members rusted out.
Yeah, all they gotta do
52's
is,
only
Okay,
got
we're
1.
gonna take 130, so 102 is.
well, they're using 130.
I know, 102 is used for golden options. No, 102.
101.
102 is for golden options, 102, I don't know where 102 is.
102 is Waukesha.
No.
388.
116 they're using for Route 3.
Yeah, no, I'm just thinking, I'm trying to remember, because I have it all written down here, so it's that, so, yeah, we'll have extras, but not now. So which one do you want me to take?
139, which is used for Watertown and Watertown.
No, 139 is Palmyra. 130
So
is.
130, take 130.
What's the status on 88? To just use
I
for
have
a
to
day?
take it up to GNL with that today. I
Oh,
was supposed to do that at 10 o'clock this morning, it hasn't happened yet.
You got a report you need to give?
Yeah, July we did 26 inspections, 5 oil changes. August we had 27 inspections to do. Last month we did 12 at GMA inspections, vehicle inspections. And then we did 11 inspections in Illinois with 8 to go there because the vehicles weren't either at the home or we couldn't find the home. So
Yeah.
that was a hell of a day. There's 44 repairs last month, 17 were performed by garage staff. Spent about a little over 41,000 for the month. Budget's 26.7, but last month was tires, brakes, a lot of suspension work, as well as some 100,000 mile work that had to be done for preventive services such as the spark plugs, circuit T-belts, fluids, things of that nature, so we don't have vehicles breaking down hopefully into the future. If you stay up on maintenance, that's the biggest thing you can do to alleviate a lot of your issues going forward. A lot of AC work, a lot of rusted lines, a lot of condensers, just with age and the weather. Right now, 68 and 52 have to have cross members replaced in them at some point. And 51 is going to probably be out of service. That was at GMA, or excuse me, at Grace Home, because the floor is rusted through, plus the head is shot on it. And there's exhaust work that has to be done, and a lot of rot is happening on the underbody of that vehicle. So a lot going on. This next focus for the next 2 months is going to be replacing or getting the e-brakes, emergency brakes, cared for, if you will, at J&L. A lot of them, the 8 of them so far, we found. We tested all of them. 8 of them didn't pass the test, where you put the emergency brake in, or on, I should say, and you put it in drive, and it's emergency brake is supposed to hold without putting any gas or anything. All of them go forward, reverse, without any issues. So we're working on those. So I'll be talking to Brad when I get back today. I was going to stop up there and tell him that we turn one every week. So we're ready for the DOT inspection coming October already. So we went through and took care of all the DOT findings that we did during our inspections over the last couple of months. The only thing we had to do is replace the dome light in 54, replaced a lot of different lights and other things on buses, marker lights, a lot of DOT with the medical kits that were on there, lights missing, marker lights, all things of that nature. So a lot of work's going on.
Yeah, I mean, I know we got to get them fixed anyway, but I gotta believe that the inspectors last October didn't test emergency brake.
They
Because
They did.
they did?
Jag had to adjust them.
You think all 8 of these went out in the past 6
No,
months?
all of them, they tested them and Chad fixed the ones that didn't work.
There was a couple of them that they told him to get under there and adjust them up.
Yeah, well, we got it.
All the other ones they tested
And that
worked.
might be the problem with them, you know, because you use it every time you use a lift.
Yeah.
And they might be out of just adjustment, they need pads or whatever, but.
Oh, okay.
That's what Brad's gonna have to.
That might be it, okay.
So Brad and I have already talked about that, just worst case scenario to work up a cord if we do need new pads. A few of them already have, as far as you can adjust. So
Okay,
we'll
need new pads?
take a look at- Yeah. So
Okay.
again, they're over 100-some thousand miles on them,
Right.
and we use emergency brakes continuously.
Right. Okay, drivers, Tom is starting Monday,
Monday.
coming back Monday. Jesse, the guy went through training, turns out he can't go forward with us because of limitations, right?
His physical came back and he has too many restrictions that don't fit into the driver description, so I had to let him go this morning. And I
And-
never had to fire anybody, and it was very sad, and I wanted to cry, just so you all
Yeah.
know. I do have a heart.
There's one in there somewhere.
How come they don't, is it because, what didn't meet up, because we all have to have a physical before we come here, did the,
His physical, they did his physical after he started training and didn't get the results back until after he was already halfway through training. That's an HR issue and they need to fix it because
Right.
they're
Yeah.
wasting time
Because this
and
is
money.
And
right,
money.
not the first
I
time.
know, like when Neil and I started and Lucian, we had to do our physical and TB test
Right.
and get all the results back before we could
Right.
even start training.
we,
Yeah,
I
Tom was when I
had
started too.
remembered.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought it was that way when I did.
Yeah, so I don't know what, I mean, you know, HR's had huge turnover, there's only one person left up there, so I just think that a lot is falling through the cracks up there and they need to get a hold on it, but
Who left in HR?
Everyone.
Everybody,
Stacy and Rebecca?
yeah.
Stacy's not here anymore, Elizabeth Weber's not here anymore, Stephanie's new to HR,
Oh.
Rebecca is new to her
Stephanie.
position.
Okay.
So there-
Art's the only one that's left.
Oh, I didn't know Stacy left.
So Stacy's been gone for a couple of
Long
months.
time, yeah.
Oh, really?
She's been gone since I think January.
Yeah, so they've had a huge turnover. They're down 2 people in HR. They're a team of 5 and they're working it with 2. So they're down.
I still don't know why we need 8 people.
But it was just something that happened that they should have caught before. And you did your physical before, right? No, you didn't.
Yeah,
You did.
but I didn't wait. Like I'm pretty sure I did it. Like, well, I guess I did because there was no training, so probably got the results before I started. But that was only due to there not being a class. So if there was a class, like I not waited.
We got another driver, we're making an offer to, named Sean DeVoe. Very nice young man. Hopefully he'll fit in here because he's getting a degree in theology. This would be a good education for him, being here.
Young lads. Yeah.
He's a very nice young man, though. His parents, all the time he was growing up, were live-in caregivers for disabled people. So he's had a lot of experience with that, at least watching it, not necessarily doing everything. And his father owned a garage where they did towing and all that, so some good background for us anyway.
Chuck is on medical leave indefinitely, so when we know when he's coming back, we'll let you guys know.
Okay, I'm still looking for drivers, so. Vehicles, you know, the ones we've got coming still, you know, the transit and the shuttle is coming. And I'm going to take tomorrow off and just go around all of Wisconsin looking for cars. Lucian has found like 5, and Lee's given me 3, and I found 4 or 5 on my own. And I'm going to go around looking enough to determine whether or not it's better to get some that are older and cheaper so we can get more of them, or newer and more expensive so we can get less. I know I want to at least get 5. We originally planned to get 6. I'd like to get 6, but depends on what we can find. So I'll know a lot more by the time I get back tomorrow. Marketing, if you see this beautiful plexiglass stand, this is our marketing material. Isn't that beautiful? We're doing a direct mail campaign. There's 49 establishments within 15 miles of Jefferson that have clientele that are good candidates for rides. So sending a direct mail card that looks just like this, except it's card size, to them every week for 4 weeks. And I'm going to be going around visiting them personally, as many as I can. I'll visit them all eventually. So I think the easiest way to build a business like this is personal contact. You know, get to know them, have them get to know us, and that. So be trying to build some business that way. And also, each organization is going to get the offer of having one of these beautiful stands in their facility on the cabinet, so that somebody can come by and take either a refrigerator magnet or a business card to always have our number in front of them. So. Okay. Anybody else have anything?
Yeah, on that 125, they did the injector in there, plus they put in a fuel additive that cleans out the fuel through there, so once you fill it up, there could be some crap that's still in there. So I was trying to say before, there could be some issues with that.
Well, hopefully that's all there is.
Yeah.
Is that? Okay.
They're taken care of.
All right. Thank you very much.
All right.
Celia,